know everybody saw on Facebook, but super, super great guy. And a lot of people were saying, how are you and Steph, you know, I don't want to go up into y'all's bar because he has a bald head and he was passed out at the bar. So we got magic markers.
Oh, no.
And we drew on his head.
Nice.
And all the customers were taking his hat. And he would pass out, and I would lift him up and sling him up and try to straighten him up. And he'd go back down on. So we let him sleep for like 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Well, during the midst of while he was sleeping, Steph decided to draw on his head.
Oh,
And then I drew some eyeballs, and she drew a nose and a mouth. And he actually wasn't at the bar this weekend. He's always at the bar every single weekend, so I think he might have been a little upset with us about drawing on his head. And the funny thing was is that all the customers on the one side of the bar, they were taking his hat, and they were all taking pictures. And then the one girl is like licking his ear. They were doing all kinds of crazy stuff to him while he was passed out.
Was it permanent marker?
That's all we had.
Wow. You'll wonder why he wasn't at the bar. He's probably wearing a fedora right now.
Well, then on the front of his forehead, I think it said ass wipe.
Oh.
It did. It said ass wipe. So then he wakes up and he yawns, you know. And one of the guys had got his hat on. And I tell Steph, I'm like, go get his hat. Because I was like, he's half drunk still. He's going to see someone else wearing his hat, and he's going to like be ready to start a fight. So she goes over, gets the hat. Well, then he walks outside, so we're looking for him all over the place. Well, he's passed out on the bench outside in front of the zone.
Oh, man.
Well, then the Tarpon police come in, and they're like, Dee, Steph, do y'all know who the guy is sitting outside?
With the drawing on his head.
They like he's got ass wipe on the front of his forehead. And we're like, well, would you, yeah, kind of. We know a little bit about it. Would you know how his head got drawn on?
Oh, man.
And I was like, oh my God. Well,
did you lie to the popo?
No, I said he.
Did you blame somebody else?
No, we took full responsibility.
You
He
sure?
said, yes, we drew on his head. He passed out at the bar,
Mm-hmm.
and we were having fun, and we drew on his head. And they started laughing hysterical. It was funny because when they're sitting behind him, only thing you could see is eyeballs, a nose, and a mouth that's on the back of his little bald head. It was hysterical.
That's going to come back to haunt you.
Now let me tell you something. You know Franny.
Mm-hmm.
These guys, holy moly. Franny, she was in a good mood the other night though, wasn't she, guys? So I had some friends that come up. I'm always telling them about Franny. They've never had the opportunity to meet Franny.
Ooh.
So CEO, who comes in here and does the show, he's like, oh, I don't want to meet Franny. Oh, hell no.
Oh.
So we were like, oh, Franny, come here, I wanted to introduce you to somebody. So I go over and I'm like, you know, CEO, I want to introduce you to Franny. He got up and walked away.
I wouldn't doubt it.
So my other friend who came with him, Scott, I said, Scott, he goes, Dee, don't you bring her over here. He goes, if you bring her over here, I'm going to kill you. I swear, don't you bring her over here. So I was
She
like,
has that effect on people.
I was like, oh, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to bring her over there. So when she sees him, she loves the young boys.
His little tongue comes out.
Oh yeah, the tongue.
Flicker
It was like
action.
like a little lizard tongue, and it
Yeah.
started. And then she started rubbing on him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he was so beside himself. They were like ready to strangle me that night.
Mm-hmm.
And then she followed him around with that tongue stuck out. And then
She did that to you for the first 3 months that you owned the zone.
she still does it. What, are you kidding? She still does it. Well, then the other night, Zane is shooting and she's over there licking her tongue. So all of us start standing over there and we start sticking our tongue out like a little rhythm. We do it. We look over at her. She's got her tongue, so we start doing a little tongue action.
She's like the bar mascot. What a mascot.
She is a bar mascot. And then she decided to take her shirt off.
Oh, how low can you go?
Oh, Zane, how was that? That was.
I couldn't look.
Oh.
He He couldn't look.
There was no support for that, was there?
There was no, I gotta find her a bra.
Ah,
She owns no bras,
yeah.
and she needs a bra bad.
Just wrap her
When
around.
I tell you these puppies are hanging down to here,
Yeah.
and then she was flopping them around to
Oh, boy.
everybody, all the customers, just flopping them around all night long.
So that way she could actually breastfeed herself. She could just, if she needed to. That's what you're saying, like that. So,
Well, I've never thought about it like that, but she probably could breastfeed if she needed to.
she's,
I
she's
mean,
versatile.
she's pretty, she's pretty versatile.
Ah, so give her a bra. Well, you don't wear a bra, do you, Dee? So we can't get her one of yours.
No, mine don't fit her in the back. I took mine off one night.
I don't think they'd fit her in the front either.
Well, I mean, what, she needs something, maybe we could use one of yours.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
You've probably got an extra one laying around somewhere. You could probably, I think, size-wise around here, it would
No.
fit. Cause
See, I
I'm too
don't-
little, mine won't
I
snap
just
all the way.
learned, I'm in my, late 40s. I just learned last year how to size a bra.
You did?
I did. I
How did you
realized,
figure that out?
my friend took me and showed me how to size a bra.
I don't even know how to size a bra.
Like this.
What?
Yours is just like that. I mean, you don't need a bra. Me, I learned all about bras.
And it took you this long?
It took me this long and for somebody to tell me. I realized the only thing I have in common with a girl is a bra and a uterus, and that's it. So now I know.
You just finally went to a gynecologist.
Oh, now that's a story. What the hell we'll have to talk about. Ooh, makes me very nervous.
To go to the gynecologist?
Yes, it's scandalous.
That's scandalous for you since you've never been to one.
Very traumatizing.
I bet.
Yeah. So we'll have
Okay.
to talk about
Well, we'll
that.
get ready to go on break, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
Got
And
it.
we're gonna talk about the gynecologist.
Oh boy, can't wait.
Yeah, okay. See ya. That'll be funny. What is it?
Your face. It's great.
Great.
See, that's a funny. See, it's not so